Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on E!
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their fifth straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time, and they are back looking for number 2 just 24 short months later.
Didn't take long, did it? Made it back to the big game, and let's be honest, we're never going to forget that first Super Bowl title. That win over the New England Patriots, the big plays that came out of that, Nick Foles playing quarterback and flinging it all over the place. The Phillies special has turned into a statue outside of their home stadium, the Link. It's absolutely unforgettable. But now they have a chance to add to their Super Bowl collection. They want to hoist one more.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now on 1st down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Wentz again. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Again, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they work this out past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Going deep here for one. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Brought down by Nate Gary. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They give it to Williams, running right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. A chance for the first score in this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. Spins by. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Chris Jones on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Running with Howard. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This pass complete, wins to Ertz, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first is Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for it with Howard, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 6 yards and the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give to Williams, running right, fighting through. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. This is caught by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. fighting off the defender. Still going. And another tackle broken. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here now a look at LaShawn McCoy. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Throwing is Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Ertz has it left side. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Wentz now to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's an offensive line you and I can play behind. How about the amount of time they gave their guy to scan the field and find someone open? Had all night, and in a game like this, probably should just put a spotlight on them instead of the quarterback.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So it's halftime here on Sports Grandest. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Gonna let one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes,
this is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys continue to pour it on. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover. recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This is Howard on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. A good run by Jordan Howard. And now another 1st and 10. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run with Howard. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.